sports fans in Port Harcourt and River State. My name is Soprie Godwin Jaja. It's match day. Super Eagles against Squirrels of Benin Republic, the African Nations Qualifiers. Nigeria could pick up a ticket if they beat Benin Republic away today. Interesting one because Super Eagles went on that journey via the boat. We have exclusive pictures of how the Super Eagles went to Benin Republic by sea. I have two wonderful guests with me in the house. Ghana man making his entry back into the camp of the Super Eagles, and that's here, the bed nest. And of course, Ghana man, you're welcome back into the show.
Pleasure being here.
Of course, the excellent Superman, Carlo Mba, back with us in the house. Carlo, you're welcome back to the studios.
Thank you, Mr. Jaja.
We'll try the lines open 0810-446-0035. If you're in Port Harcourt, that's our number 0810-446-0035. Well, let's start with the exclusive pictures of how the Super Eagles went to Benin Republic by sea, and when we come back, we'll talk about that match which comes up later on today.
It's true that when the president told me to go by boat, I was wondering, I was surprised. And he brought me at first to his beach house, and it was already the same way, and he said it's 1 hour more. So I wanted to do that with him. We did it last Saturday. It was, like he said, in the heaven. We were not swimming, but we were flying on the water, and it was so quick and so calm. We were lucky with the sun also, and I think it's the best way to go there, really, because by road we don't go, and the flight is long, we have to go to the airport and back, and all these things. I think it's the best way, and the gift what we have to do, guys, now is to win the match.
Hello, please give way. Sorry, guys, give way. Give way. Sorry.
All right, it's match day. Super Eagles against Benin Republic. Guys, what's your thoughts? Let me start with Ghana man. Going by sea, there's a lot of talk about, people were talking about this journey. But you look at the fact the roads connecting Nigeria and Benin Republic is very bad. There's no connecting flights. And was it the nice experience? Because Rivers United went by road for the CAF Confederation Cup.
I think I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because if you are a a regular user of that Badagry road, from mile 2 to Semeboda shouldn't take anything more than 50 to 1 hour. I mean, when I was going to school, that's my usual route. But unfortunately, with the poor state of the road, it takes you about 4 hours to just get there. And when you look and put all these things into consideration, then you might want to see good reasons why the Super Eagles had to go by sea, which would definitely shorten the estimated time of arrival. So I think it was a smart move, a very good initiative. They got there, that tiredness is not there and all that. It also reinforces, you know, the widely held concept that our waterways are safe. We know incidents of sea piracy and all that, but with the Super Eagles, such a fantastic brand, one of the biggest brands in Africa, and even on the in the world stage, flying that particular route, it will give other, you know, sea users some sort of confidence that they could also follow in that footstep. So I think it's a laudable idea, and eventually they arrive safely. So why fix it if it's not broken?
All right, let's hear from you. 0810-446-0035. If you're in Port Harcourt. Mbakalo, what's your thoughts? Going by sea to play Benin Republic today.
Dada, we said the only thing constant is changes, and Super Eagles has broken the camel's back, and this is their first time of going by sea. I know it's not a very far distance, like maybe going to Cote d'Ivoire and the rest of it, but we thank God they've arrived safely, and you can see how happy and preparing for the match, and knowing fully well that this match is a very important game. I think one of the hindrances when you talk about road movement and all the rest, just like my colleague said, that the road is so bad, it takes you about 4 hours, and I think they decided to follow that route so they could see the difference, and despite the piracy he mentioned and all the rest, and they arrived safely. But you know, in matches like this, the country will always give the best security to further. In fact,
the Lagos State Governor, Jide Sanwo-Olu, sent his security escorts with the Super Eagles, so there was. You'll be sure that you can't mess with that with those guys.
Why not? You can see the best gunboats by the military will be given, and all assurance. And I think the boys are happy. And if you see them coming back from that boat, you see that they are not looking so tired and stressed up. So you could imagine if they had followed, if they had gone by road, the gallops, bad road, and jumping here and there, you know, the impact is going to be seriously on them. But you see, as it stands, I think consistently.
Hello, can you hear us? Good morning. I think we have an issue with your audio. Can you call back later? All right. Hello. Okay. We'll try and set up the audio so that we can actually hear you very well. Hello. Can you hear us? Okay. So you were making a point. Yes.
Yeah. So you can see that going by road, you know, it has shortened their stress and the rest of it, and I think you see continuously they start going by sea. You know,
good
so
afternoon.
I think it's a very good idea.
Sorry, can you hear us? Sorry, we lost that one.
So I think it's a very good idea. Well, whoever that has suggested this with the much more of security seen around them, I think it's something to go by with, and And I bet you continuously, you might see them going to other countries by sea.
By sea, yeah, sure. Let's look at what the players have been saying. Let's start with Ahmed Musa. Yes, we are going there to win. We know that since 2013, they have not lost at home. That's been a republic here. I know the boys can do it. Ahmed Musa, a captain that's not going to play.
Well, it is very much possible. They have a fantastic home record, 8 years now. They are yet to lose at home, and if you take into consideration that they've been playing matches there, in fact they qualified for the last AFCON, go to the quarterfinal stage. So it means teams have been going there and unable to find a way to pass to get past them. So it is a side that is also very formidable. We also know the kind of threats that they pose. They came here in our own backyard and they scored first in the same qualifying series. So I think they'll be looking to defend that fantastic home record. Algeria being the last team who actually went there to defeat them. It is no mean feat having an unbeaten home record in 8 years. So that is something that the Super Eagles need to do, especially if they are to make the final qualifying game a mere formality.
Let's look at what Wilfred Ndidi also said. It's one game we have to actually give our everything because of the expectations after not doing so well in our last games. We have to redeem our image. Remember that match against Sierra Leone?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was 4-4 in Benin and then
Yes.
goalless in Freetown.
Yes. Jaja, you see today's match, if you tell me it's a very important match, you can see if you go by the table, you see that Nigeria is first in the table with 8 points, and Benin Republic is second with 7 points, and Nigeria scored 10 goals and 7 against, and Benin 3 goals and 2 against. So you see, it's a very tight match. You know,
if Benin beats us, Benin qualifies. Oh, we know that.
True.
Yeah. If Benin Republic beats us at home today, they qualify.
no, away.
Away, yeah. I mean, the Benin is playing home.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
okay.
if they beat us, they qualify, and that means we have to wait for our last match against Lesotho.
Yeah, but technically we
still qualify, but you know it's better
to qualify as
group leaders
of the group, you know, so that you get seeded and then
Jaja, knowing by our tradition, what I've seen over times of Super Eagles, that 9 minutes, you know, we have that 9 minute rush. You know, before you know, draw, we'll now be banking on our last match to qualify. I think that syndrome need to be looked into, and let's put a stop to it. It's better you qualify earlier, and then you now know that you are going in for the competition. That's how I see it.
All right, 0810-446-0035. We're talking about the Super Eagles. They played today. They went by C. Let's look at that video again. Ghana man, let's talk about this. You know, this is, you know, when I remember when Amaju Pinnick made that comment about Super Eagles traveling by sea. People were, you know, the reaction wasn't very good. But now it's an idea that maybe we can actually develop our waterways.
I actually think so. It's actually a form of transportation that is not fully utilized in this part of the world. I mean, we have some very nice destinations.
This is stuck of everybody here.
All these are places that, you know, tourists could actually go and relax and come back. But unfortunately, due to the insecurity situation in the country, and of course on those places, people are shying away.
But there's security in the problem.
People are shying away from. But I think with this development, it should give government an idea of how to secure these places and ensure that people actually are encouraged to use the sea route of transportation. There's a reason people are always calling for roads, especially in the Bonny waterways, because of how insecure it is.
Good afternoon, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Zuko. I'm calling from River State.
Which part of River State? What part of River State? Alright, go ahead. We can hear you, Gochuku.
Please, I want to know whether you will show the match.
Unfortunately, we will not show the match because, you know, because we don't have the broadcast. In fact, there's no station that will show that match. For now, CAF has issues with broadcast rights. So even on Super Sport, you will not be able to watch the match. Yeah, because we know this is one of the issues that why we think that the new CAF president has to make. It's so sad that the qualifiers will not be watched on African television. You can actually watch it on Al Jazeera, on Benin Sports, but not even on any of the African TV networks.
Yeah, it's quite sad, and I think the new African CAF president, Patrice Motsepe, has a lot of works on his hands. There's a reason he was given a mandate. I'm sure one of the reasons would be to get back African football on television, both the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederations Cup, and of course the AFCON. Hopefully before the AFCON comes around next year in Cameroon, these issues should be sorted out.
Let's go back to that video because there's one player I saw there, Carlo. It looks like Alex Iwobi wasn't too comfortable with that. If we can go back to the video, yes. Look. These are the players. Look at Alex Iwobi. Can we pause a little bit here? And what's Alex Iwobi doing here? Was he praying or was he scared?
There's something about traveling by sea. There's something called sea sickness.
Yeah.
Not everybody is used to it. Probably that is what he's suffering from. But usually you get you shake it off in the next 1 or 2 hours, and then you get back to yourself. Especially if it's not an experience that you're used to. People also get the same thing flying on air.
Yeah.
It's usually a natural
Well,
phenomenon.
have
you gone by boat before?
Yes, exactly. I've moved from Abonima Wharf to Bayelsa. That took me about 3 to 4 hours. You know, when you move, wherever you move, air, land, sea, even when you are in Okada, you will see that by the time you step down, you have some, you feel phobia sort of, you know. So I think that's what's happening to Alex Iwobi. You need to calm down and relax yourself. That's why when you have BP, you consider it twice before you move to such, you use such means of transportation. So that's what is happening to Alex Iwobi. Maybe he is used to flying on the air, he is used to that, but he is not used to sea, you know. So you can see how he's how he's gearing, you know. So I think that's what the problem is.
All right, 08104460035. That's our numbers. Let's hear your thoughts. Super Eagles take on Benin Republic today. It's an important match for us. By the way, they'll be camping at this hotel, the Golden Tulip Diplomats Hotel. I think that's the same camp Rivers United also stayed while they played in the CAF Confederations Cup in Benin Republic. But that's it. Everything is set. It's match day. Any? Are you scared of this match?
No, I don't really think so. I think with the sort of players we have at our disposal, we should be able to do enough to hurt them. Yes, our last 2 games didn't go according to plan. Letting a 4-goal lead slip and drawing 4-4 and also going to Freetown to draw goalless. It's not the ideal situation for the Super Eagles, but they have their destiny in their hands, and that's the most important thing. And they shouldn't let it to go down the wire. I think Nigerians are looking for a positive response, and with the players that the coach has called up, we definitely want to think that we should be able to get the job done. I mean, we are playing the Squares of Benin. It's not any African powerhouse.
Who says so?
No, they are not. They are actually one of the minors of African football. You definitely.
None of the players there, Sessignon.
Stefan Sessignon will not be playing. He was only called up as a ceremonial captain. He has not been able to find the club since he left his Turkish club last season. So he will not be playing. He's only there to motivate the players. Steve Munier, who is their top striker, plays for Brest, only 7 goals this season. I mean, these are not the players that you should be rubbing shoulders with. I mean, we have Africa's most expensive player.
We've seen this Nigerian side boggle a 4-0 lead against Sierra Leone, and technically you say Benin Republic is better than Sierra Leone. What
I'm trying to say is that whatever you look at it, if that match is played 15 times, you will still want to believe that the Super Eagles will win that game 15 times. It is just an upset, but it's not something that will definitely happen on a regular basis.
All right, I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised you're comparing Super Eagles to Benin Republic.
No, because we've seen Super Eagles play Sierra Leone. We've seen them bubble a 4-0 lead. We've seen them go to Freetown. They couldn't beat it.
Yeah, just like you said.
We've seen that Super Eagles do that.
Just like you said.
And all the big
yes, just like you said, the kind of players, caliber of players we have in that team is compared to it cannot be compared to Benin Republic, you see. So but this match is very crucial. That's one thing I want you to understand, and you can see the players we have. So I see no reason why we double whether they win or they're going to play draw. But I tell you, you will see what this game is going to come out with. I assure you that Super Eagles is going to beat Benin Republic.
Yeah. Good afternoon. You're on to us. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, I'm calling from Oji.
All right, go ahead, sir. Your name?
I'm Alex Nigeia.
Alex, go to your point. We can hear you.
So what I want to emphasize on the movement of the prayer to Benin Republic. Are we telling the Nigeria doesn't have money to guide the prayer for aeroplane?
No, there's Ghana, can you explain this to me?
No,
because their movement on the sea is very, very risky.
Yes.
As the state, maybe as they were going, the boat capsized.
What of if they are going on plane and the plane crash?
Who are we going to blame?
Well, let me clarify you, sir. You know, sometimes you try something new, you know, and you know, such team, before you move on, all security will be guaranteed and all the rest. I think they tried something new and it worked out. So you can imagine they've given them good boats and the rest of it to move on that journey. So I think they are trying something new. Plane can equally crash, the boat can also sink. We put our prayers in God's hands so we can be able to get where we are going to. So it's something new, sir. That's change is being constant.
No, God have already decided and they are gone can success. But in case of next time, because for over how many years Nigeria have been going to Benin Republic to play ball, they never travel to see.
Can you tell this? Ghana man is from Ghana. He's from Ghana. He used that road very well. Tell us the state of that road.
number one, it would have been easier to go by road because it's shorter, but the road is very bad. Very bad. It will take you about 4 hours from mile 2 to get to the semi border before you get to where they are going. So going by sea is actually closer one, and it is also safe. I mean, how many times do you hear boats capsize in a row? It's as safe as the air. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that, especially in terms of security. The country that we're going to play will provide security. We that we are going, we also carry security. So I don't think anybody would even think of attacking such a high delegation. But
we saw what happened one time in the African Cup of Nations. I think that was in Angola. Yeah, they went by road. Yeah, that was in Angola and Togolese national side.
One funny thing is that we know that we tried it at the first time and we succeed. But I believe people should try to tell the federal government not to repeat this.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
But you know, I think the players like it. Can we listen to what Gennett Ross said? Let's look at one of the videos. Can we look at one of the videos where Gennett Ross was talking, and maybe you can listen to what Gennett Ross said about this movement, and then we can analyze it. Then we have another thing coming up. We have a Nigerian player who plays for Germany on the 19th side. We just spoke with his dad not too long ago, and we'll be talking about this guy later on. Let's take a listen to Gennett Ross in Lagos.
It's true that when the president told me to go by boat, I was wondering, I was surprised. And he brought me at first to the beach house, and it was already the same way, and he said it's 1 hour more. So I wanted to do that with him. We did it last Saturday. It was, like he said, in the heaven. We were not swimming, but we were flying on the water, and it was so quick and so calm. We were lucky with the sun also. And I think it's the best way to go there, really. Because by road, you don't go, and the flights, you don't have to go to the airport and back, and all these things. I think it's the best way. And the gift what we have to do, guys, now is to win the match.
Well, that's the Super Eagles coach, Gennett Ross. Let me start with you. The coach and the players, they don't have a problem with this, except for a few.
Yeah, they didn't. The coach was actually pleased with the movement, and it was an innovative idea. I don't think anybody, I mean, it was even trending yesterday on Twitter. Everybody was happy about it. Nigerian journalists who that covered the movement and everything they were happy about it. It was smooth sailing. Even international journalists, the likes of Mimi Fawaz and all that, posted it, and they were all happy, especially with the movement. They said it was like a scene from a James Bond movie. Yeah. So you know, it actually created that buzz. You know, the action entry of the Super Eagles. That buzz was created, especially when the speedboats were moving. So I think it is something we should actually look into and even give it a try. I'm sure this won't be the last time we'll be seeing and hearing of this.
And you know, when Amaju Pinnick starts something, it continues, it becomes a trend.
Especially once it creates this kind of buzz and publicity that it has generated yesterday, then definitely we are good to go.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, can you hear us? Sorry, 0810-446-0035. That's our number. 0810-446-0035. Kalu. Hello. All right. So let's talk about this one. No problems with the sea?
No. I think it's okay. I think Amaju Pinnick is trying a new thing, new administration, new
FIFA.
Yes, and everything. So he wants to make name and probably say during my tenure, my regime, that this is what I offer. So he's bringing things new, and the young man is here to unfold more surprises. So that's how I see it.
All right, now let's move to something new. We have exclusive footage. Let's take a look at this video. Sorry, this video was done in Germany. It's about a Nigerian player, Lucas Nyeta, plays for Anderlecht in Belgium. All right, we're speaking about this guy behind this. In fact, we're discussing with his dad. I don't know this guy, to be honest, but I just know that he's a Nigerian. Tell us about this guy. Tell us.
Okay. Thank you, Jaja. Just like more talents are being discovered all over the world. This guy is called Lucas Nyeta. He is from Ohafia, Amango Ohafia in Abia State, and is a Nigerian-born German citizen.
You know this man, Vincent Company?
Yes. So you see, there are two brothers, Felix Nyeta Carlo and Lucas Nyeta Carlo. Felix Nyeta plays for Man City. and he's Team B in Man City. Yes, fortunately he was signed on for the Champions League and he has been playing, you know, and you can see that Lucas is 22 and he has played 30 games for Anderlecht and scored 16 goals. And you can see Lucas plays for German under 21 and they even have a match today, you know. He has played 15 games and 9 goals. So if you ask me, he's the highest goal scorer for the under 21 German, and he helped English side 21 to win under 21. You know,
I was speaking with his dad behind the scene, and his father, I asked his father about him switching to Nigeria, and he said Lucas already played for Germany.
Yes, and you know the rule is that if you
but he can still switch.
That's what I want to say. The rule is that if you have played for the junior team, you still have that chances of playing for senior team. It's only bad when you played for the senior team and you want to switch over to another country's senior team. That's not going to be possible. So Lucas and Felix, they have the chances of playing for Super Eagles, but we know the Super Eagles welfare. Can they cope with it? Because these guys, they've been playing.
But we've seen a lot of Nigerian players who are born in England, born in Germany. In fact, Genetro, let me ask you this one. One of these people have been criticizing Genetro is going to bring Nigerian players from everywhere in the world, born European Nigerian players, as against bringing players from the league.
I don't think that criticism holds water. When you're in Nigeria, anywhere in the world, you have a right to play for your country. It doesn't matter even if you were born anywhere you were born in, so long as you're in Nigeria.
Sorry, Dada, the decision lies on the player, not the country he's playing.
But he already said he's already committed his future to Germany. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean
it changes everything.
It can change.
Yeah, as long as he's playing for the junior team.
And today he's playing for the Ivory Coast. You know, these things happen. As long as that you've not had that cap for the senior national team, you can still switch. So I don't think.
Okay, let's be honest. You look at Lucas. Look at what's achieved for his club. You think Germany will call him?
Well,
he's already playing for Germany anyway. But
you look at the way he's playing and his performances for the junior team. I think he has a chance. I mean, 9 goals already in 15 games. He has scored goals against the likes of Portugal, against the likes of England. He has scored goals against the likes of the Netherlands. You think that he definitely has that big game mentality when it comes to youth football. These are countries that you want to, mention in the scheme of things. And for a player to have such mentality to go up against them and even score the winning goals in those particular games I just mentioned, then definitely he has what it takes to.
If I may let you know, the German side, they are asking him to play for them. The English side are asking him to play for them. So you can see these two brothers, they went to Man City at the age of 9 years. That's when they started their academy with Man City. So if you tell me now they are 22, do you understand? So now you see the years they put in Man City. Do you understand? But I assure you that at the end of this season, Felix, who plays Champions League for Man City, might be on his way out of Man City because probably the guy needs a regular shift where he can be heard of. Not I'm in Man City and you are.
It's an honor to play under Pep Guardiola. Even if you will learn a lot.
Yeah, but the man is 21. So you see, he has though he has more years to beat the game, but he needs to move.
Yeah, well, guys, we don't have enough time.
And I assure you, like I said, AC Milan is calling on him. AC Milan is calling on Felix. But the Italian league Serie A is too hard. So I think they are putting into consideration about that. These guys are Nigerians. I tell you the truth. If you watch them in the pitch, you wish to invite them for Super Eagles, And I with what I learned, Ganaro is making a move to see how we can contact them and bring them to Nigeria. So if we have such players that can replace players like Kano and JJ and the rest of them, so you can see.
One of the things, Ojene Gallo, is an issue we'd like to discuss. And with the talents coming out of the Nigerians, out of Nigeria, Ojene Gallo 31, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Is there any space for him?
He's not too old. Zlatan is playing for Sweden.
But Zlatan is extraordinary. We know what Zlatan is doing week in, week out for Milan. This is not Ojene Gallo. Plays for Saudi Arabia. Zlatan plays for AC Milan. They're leading Italy.
Well, like I said, he's 40 and he's still playing football.
All right, Carlo, what's your thoughts? Nigeria, Benin Republic today. You sound so confident about this match.
Yes, like I told you, it seems to be a little bit in a tight corner. I promise you, I tell you that Nigeria is going to defeat Benin Republic. We need these 3 points. We need it. You can see.
To be honest, should Nigeria actually be sweating over Benin? This is a match Nigeria should be getting 15 points. Maximum points.
If you count the records with Benin, my colleague said
in this group, Nigeria should pick all the points. Away, home, away, home, away, home. Yes, now.
It's not as easy as
that. Now, I mean, you should pick all the points. 15.
Drew with Greece last time.
That is Greece is former European champion.
France drew with Ukraine.
You can imagine.
That is okay.
Imagine France doing with Ukraine.
Ukraine has gone to the World Cup
at home.
Ukraine has gone to the World Cup before.
Netherlands 4-2.
Turkey third place in the World Cup in 2000. It doesn't matter. They have the World Cup pedigree. They have the World Cup pedigree. Time that our friend Nigeria Benin Republic coming up today. Thank you very much. We'll try and speak with Lucas' dad next week Saturday, hopefully. I think we spoke with him. We will have actually brought him on air, but the arrangement wasn't properly done. We'll do that next week Saturday, hopefully. Thank you very much, Kalumba, for your thoughts, for your support. The Ghana man extremely. Ghana played out a goal 1-1 against South Africa.
They've already qualified.
So that's an academic match.
So your country is safe.
Safe. Okay. So hopefully we'll get Ghana man next week here also to give us an update. That's much we can take. My name is Sopre Godwinjaga. Not forgetting our man Glorious Abel, who's been pressing the right buttons. The cameraman, thank you very much, Sani, and of course to the GM, Pastor Daphne Guguabe. Again, catch us on Saturday next week, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. for the latest on Super Eagles. Sopre is the name.
Sundowns headed to Port Harcourt in Nigeria to take on Enyimba, and although the match would have no bearing on the outcome of the Champions League, the Brazilians were determined to make a clean sweep of the group stages.
For us, it's just another game.